live. We are YouTubing. Look at us. We're YouTubing. Aha. Have some fun tonight. Well, you know, we always have to talk about serious issues, but that doesn't mean that we can't have some fun while we talk about those serious issues. Because I don't take myself as serious as some people do. So I am into talking about the serious issues, but also having some fun. So we are going to YouTube now. Let's go YouTubing. I have a few things we want to get through tonight. Let's hope that we can. Remember to share the live as you come on and pass it on and invite some other people and let us what's going on here? I don't know. Let's share the live. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, Alexa, good night, darling. We're going to have some fun tonight, but while we do that, I think we need Jesus tonight. I really do. We're not going to do no big prayer, but we're going to invite Jesus tonight. We invite Jesus tonight. All right? Let us invite Jesus. Sing along. And let us invite Jesus tonight.
Father, we glorify your name.
To God be the glory.
And we thank you for sending your son, Jesus.
And let us sing along. We need
know,
Jesus.
Lord, that you care about all our problems and all our hurts and every disease. Jesus, we know that as we release ourselves in faith, trusting only in you, that the power of the Holy Spirit will be released, healing and wiping away all doubt, disappointment and fear.
Yeah.
Father, let the power of your Spirit move upon every man, every woman and every child, from every tribe and in every nation, as we await the coming of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Let your living water flow.
All right, we brought Jesus in the house tonight. That's a lovely song. Don't you agree it's a lovely song? I think it's a lovely song. I loved it. So good night, everyone. Welcome back to the broadcast. You enjoy that? Well, we can keep singing, you know. Don't have to stop singing. But let's just get right into it right now. Let us jump in because we have a few things we want to talk about. And the first thing I want to talk about is the state opening of Parliament. And the state opening of Parliament had on a look of glamour and, you know, the pomp and pageantry. But it's one of the reasons why I love the British monarchy. And one of the reasons why I don't support moving away from the monarchy, because the Parliament opening is supposed to be a grand affair. And what was missing was the hats. The ladies, I think maybe one or two women were in hats, but the hats were missing. And boys, it's a thing that should not be missing. People really, really should go back to the days when we wear hats, you know. But let us do a little thing to say how everybody looked. The truth of the matter is, everybody looked great, actually. I couldn't find, there's also one person that never looked great, and we don't get there so yet, but the men looked dapper. And I want to talk about Mark first. Mark's suit looked good. It really did. And at some point I thought that maybe it was a little tight, but then I look again at another angle. The suit looked good. Looked good on him. And that red and pink thing really worked. The pink shirt really worked with that red tie that he had on. But there was only one thing wrong with Mark Golding, and that he never had the confidence to wear it. Because dressing like that, you need a certain confidence to wear it, and it brings out everything in the suit. If you have some confidence in how you wear the suit. Paul and Dr. Guy, what I saw of them looked as dapper as usual. Natalie need to step up her game this year. Looking great. Love that whole part African, part Arabian kind of look. It's good. Sapphire, oh my God, Sapphire was in velvet. Did you see Sapphire in velvet? Oh, that was pure magic. Pure magic. And that was great. Camilla Johnson Smith. Chic. Very chic. Kind of Milan Fashion Week chic. Simple but elegant. And Camila Johnson Smith have this. She have this way of dressing that she makes simple look elegant. That's for want of a better word. I want to pick up Sophia Fraser Binns, who made pregnancy look sexy. What a dress. Nice dress that brought out everything and showed up our belly and our lovely baby, and the dress not tight, not stifling the baby. It look good. We soon get to Angela. What I'm doing, man? Stop brush the thing, man. So Sophia Binns really look good. I never see my girl Janice Allen. I didn't see her at all, and I know she looked good, but I didn't see her. I can't see anything of her, you know. When I saw Mrs. Malahoo Fort, I thought of Justice Panton, and I'm wondering if when Mrs. Malahoo Fort he had heart palpitations, because Mrs. Malahoo Fort just looked nice, and if Justice Panton saw her, you know, she's his nemesis, so she looked good. I want to tell you, Favour Williams, the Minister of Finance, the first female Minister of Finance, I think she lived in New York for some part of her life, because the fashion, she can do nothing wrong when she put on her clothes. Nothing wrong. She reeks of New York Fashion Week, New York Fashion Night. And the thing about her dress is that you can't tell if you can look at it and say it's black, but you could look at it and say it's actually dark blue as well. And that's one great thing about wearing that. But if it's black, it's even better, because she and somebody else rock black, and black is very chic all the time. But the minister looks well. Who loved Desmond Mackenzie's suit? Want to talk to me? Who loved Desmond Mackenzie's suit? It screams 1950s gangster movie kind of thing, and it fits well on him. Fits really well on him, and it actually looks like a tailored suit. Now, I never normally pay attention to Auburn Hill, but he has that corporate look, and the tie, it works a little bit, even though it's a seafoam kind of green, but it works a little bit. Now, when I talk about the PM it look good, and the PM had on this cool green tie. And I mean, when I say cool green, I mean cool green. That's the color of the tie that the Prime Minister has on. There are certain members of Parliament or certain politicians that seem to wear a certain kind of shoes, and they don't deviate from the shoes that they wear. The PM and Bunting are that kind of politician. And the PM, the kind of shoes that he wears, it is what elevates his pants and make him look cool and hip, you know. Crystal Lee is the new poster girl for how big body woman should rock them clothes. I'm telling you. Now, Crystal Lee took a brave and bold look. Not only is it sexy as hell, but it's black. And that was bold, and she wore it with such confidence. Just in the picture? Such confidence and such. She was just rocking it. I mean, do you think Crystal, Crystal brought sexiness to the Parliament? Crystal brought sexiness to the you see, people like Crystal Lee with that kind of body build, when them wear them clothes with confidence, it's not the clothes wearing them, it's them wearing it. It's she put on her clothes, the clothes but put her on. And I mean, the clothes, that would not look good on a slim woman. Surely, it really look good. She rocks it. But then, the queen, the beauty queen, who did a video, and good night everyone, good night. Thank you, sweetheart. Lisa Anna and Crystal Lee are the two that took the bold step, because everybody seemed to be coordinated, the green and the orange and the red and the pink. And Natalie was the only one who mixed up the orange with the red and the pink, but everybody seemed to stick to the coordination of the red and the pink. And red and pink, great. Trust me, red and pink is a great look. But Lisa and Crystal Lee took it to different level. Because Crystal Lee decided she going black and she going sexy black. We want all women in our parliament to be sexy. Yeah, we don't have to wear proper clothes go to the parliament, but Crystal Lee she just went outside of the box and just decided that she go just rock, and she did. And Lisa Anna with that red pantsuit, my God in heaven, what inspired these kind of fashion? The red pantsuit, the black dress, those are statement dressing from confident women. Statement all around. And Lisa made a massive statement with that big, broad black belt. I wonder if it's an Armani belt. It looked like an Armani belt. I might be right. I might be wrong. But you know, it was wonderful. Believe you me, it was wonderful to see our parliamentarians looking like them having little fun. Because all of them must always look dead and out of touch, and the suit them they look good, but they really step up them game this year. Maybe it's a criticism from last year. Or maybe they have money and buy new clothes. Me don't know. Or they have designers that guided them. We don't know. So everything was going. I did not see Janice Allen. I am disappointed in that because she always looks so great. I wanted to see if I see her. She loved white and white looked good on her. She might have had one. But Sophia Fraser-Binns brought out the white. She stood out too with that white thing and all of that. So wanted to see that, but I didn't see it. But then the thing going good. And then we saw the chairman of the People's National Party and the spokes on international affairs. And boy, may I tell you, the chairman of the People's National Party, the spokesperson on international affairs. Go see somebody in, say, fashionista place like, you know, Milan or New York or Vienna, looking and searching for the Jamaican spokesperson on international affairs and buck up on that picture. The suit that Angela had on, that suit looked like the suit that she was she graduated in as a witch 40 years ago. I mean, I can't explain it. The woman got her suit that when she became a witch, she was initiated into the halls of witches, and that's a suit that she wore 40 years ago, and she decided to bring it out in 2025 because it's pink and it have little red on it. What is wrong with that woman? I mean, I pride myself and put it on my clothes properly. I don't have a lot of clothes. Never have. Don't want to have a lot of clothes. I have always said that anytime I draw them full of clothes, I don't want no more. Anytime I go get new clothes, I start giving away that the draw. Well, some away that the draw. Everybody know that. Because I don't want no more clothes than we can hold in the draw them. That's plain and simple. But the thing is, when I'm going out, I am comfortable after because comfort is what you look for, you know. The PM was relaxed, he was comfortable. Arbin Hill was relaxed, he was comfortable. Desmond Mackenzie was so full of crap in his suit, he must have pushed up the suit and everybody face. See me here, and me this, looking like one of them character in American Gangster. I mean, Denzel Washington will be proud of Desmond. The women went all out to coordinate with the men and just look good and just make us feel good. And the chairman of the People's National Party came out in our initiation witch clothes from 40 years ago. Can somebody slap her silly? She said, "But in her put on them clothes there." I am absolutely certain, no doubt, that when Crystal Lee put on that black outfit, she consulted with some people in her yard. This look good? What do you think? That look good? What should I do with it? I mean, when I have doubts about what I put on, and I go in front of the glass in the bathroom, and I check it out, and I say, alright, it look good, but I have a little doubts in your head. You got to check the young people them, and ask them how that look. Let them give you the okay. Don't go on road looking like that. I understand. You see Mark face? Mark wished that he was walking beside Lisa and not Angela, but she itch on to Mark. And poor Mark in a damn good suit. For the first time in his life, him have on a good suit and colors that are hip. And he have to itch up beside Angela the witch in the clothes where she got initiated in some 40 years ago. My Lord. So that's my analysis of the fashionista day of Parliament. And ladies and gentlemen in the Parliament, for all of you who will make it again into the next Parliament, assuming we have an election this year, keep stepping up the game, you know. Lift it higher each time. Surprise us next week, next year. Surprise us all again. Do the color coordination thing. It's great. It lifts our spirit. But I don't know about nobody else, but it lifts mine. And it lifts a lot of people, the young people who come at the ice cream shop. And I ask them, when I watch the Parliament opening, how them side for the rooms, how them dress. Yeah, man, see them look nice and them talking about Crystal Lee. Them talking about Crystal Lee. Anyway, let's move on. How we have a whole host of things that we really need to get through with. So, the pedophile came into my constituency on Sunday. I heard that Mark Golding was going to present Paul Buchanan, who himself going to beat Mr. Holness, of course. Yeah, man. Absolutely. We're going to beat Mr. Holness. And they had a presentation for him on Sunday. And the presentation took place down by the Jews Avenue Primary School, my town. And I surmised that they were having a motorcade, and the motorcade probably start from somewhere, I don't know, because he ensconce himself down in Civ Rights, down there, some of them, but tell him stay down there, you know, and cover more lines. So they had a motorcade, and the motorcade have to pass my ice cream shop. So, you know, me and my little crew out there, the kids them, will come for blackmail me and about the ice cream thing, and everybody come for them ice cream. And them have this thing, them get ice cream once a month. But for them idea of once a month and the real once a month thing, it look like them not understand the once a month thing, but them come. So me and them they are all the vibes. Princess came around in her resistance shirt because she decided she should come, let them see her and make her voice be heard. And as the good Lord would have it, the motorcade was very large, and them going down the avenue with them nice and them excitement. Who will leave of people when I live in my constituency? Who will leave of them? But don't live in my constituency. But them going, and the motorcade got stuck, you know. It's Edley Avenue. Everybody on Edley Avenue have 4 cars. 3 when I work and 1 where I work. So the motorcade couldn't move very fast. So for a while, a good portion of the motorcade stopped at the ice cream shop. And of course, we stop out there and look upon them and I take them in. Every midday, Karen cross, come and cross. And yeah. Now engage. And then pass. And then when them was in the motorcade and them get stuck, Princess gave it to them in no uncertain terms. I mean, Princess worked them over. Good and proper. So, those who were there will forget that soon our Princess worked them over. And then they went on down to Jews Avenue Primary School. I don't drive through Edley Avenue yet to see if they mash up any part of the nice pretty road where the Prime Minister and Member of Parliament just fixed. But I'm going to go through Edley Avenue to see if they mash up any part of the road. Because any part of Edley Avenue even crack, me and them are going to have it out. Because the Member of Parliament just not too long fixed Edley Avenue smooth and pretty. All you need is sheet and pillow to go lie down by Edley Avenue. So any part of the road I've got cock up, me and them are going to have war over it. And I went on to Jews Avenue Primary School. The only one who spoke on Sunday night, who have any history in Jewsland or even West Central, is KD Knight. KD Knight is a man who can come in our West Central and basically talk up anything he wants, talk up, we have a relationship with KD Knight. But then, the pedophile came into my constituency, my mother's constituency, my mother's division, Audrey Ivan Naomi Grant constituency and division, David Core constituency, William Sivright constituency, Carl Russian Thompson constituency, AJ Nicholson constituency, Mina Wilmot division, David Walker's division. And he came into the Prime Minister's constituency. The Prime Minister's constituency. And he proceeded to perform in usual performance. And I'm going to explain all of that to you. How in performance. Him said no respect for the Prime Minister. But I walk around with a man who want to be Prime Minister. He disrespected the Prime Minister in the Prime Minister's constituency. Now nobody should rile up themselves about that. Don't work on yourself up into a frenzy about it, because we didn't expect anything better from him. We expect that and worse. I am surprised they never bring the sucking woman thing and tell the Prime Minister that too. So, don't work up yourself about it. But the General Secretary of Norman Manley Party, the General Secretary of William Sivright Party, the General Secretary of David Court's Party, Carl Russian Thompson Party, Mina Wilmot Division Party, my mother party, the General Secretary came in this constituency, in this division, my division, and disrespected the office of the Prime Ministership. Now, him doing a performance thing, and he can't help himself. He have to continue to perform. Nobody can stop him. Everything that he's doing, you know what time people say? Anything he might look for, he might go get it. Anything at all him looking for, him going to get it. Whatever it is, him heading towards a particular destiny, nobody can stop him from going to run up in it. He might go run up in the destiny. Whatever it is, he might look for, he might go run up in it. He stood there on a platform with Fenton Ferguson, a former Minister of Government, and KD Knight, and he disrespected the leader of the country whose constituency he came in as a visitor, because a political campaign him a run. So he's a visitor here. He may know nothing about Jewsland. Not a thing he may know about Jewsland. He don't have no sense of what Jewsland people are about. He don't have bottom Jewsland. And bottom Jewsland have a very heavy Andrew Holness support. PNP people. PNP people who have him phone number and text him and get response and him sending people them to them. PNP people who they're meeting. So they know nothing about Jewsland. Those people were behind the stage and down at the bottom saying that what a fool, man. When we talk about other things, is what do him. Some woman in front of the stage and look back say, Makoya, here there. Responses to him, him don't know nothing. Him don't know a thing. Him never took the time out to find out anything about Jewsland. And I'm going to tell you a story. When Andrew Holness became Member of Parliament in West Central St. Andrew, and they invited him to a meeting at Jews Avenue Primary School. And he never know the lay of the land. He know that the bulk of the vote out of Jews Avenue Primary School are PNP votes. Him knows him probably have about 150 votes down there, scattered around. Maybe 200 so. He called Marcia Hunter. And he called me. And he inquired and sought information about Baton Rouge. Because the first time I go down there was meeting. This pedophilic idiot came into an area that he has no information about. Just like how them hire Lawrence Rowe to do espionage activity and them don't know nothing about him. And him go down there and do him thing, him usual nastiness. And I can't help. Listen to him. And it occurred to me, this man I nearly dead with laugh. I said to myself, if David Walker, our last councillor before David Walker, former deputy mayor, if David Walker was here and we were all at that meeting, David Walker would be sitting in the middle, Marcia would be to his right, I would be to his left, and Keith Salesman and Michael Campbell would be behind us. And knowing David Campbell, what kind of nasty, dirty man that he is, David Walker would be having a field day on that podium. Tell me if I like that, tell Keith. David Walker would say, Chuck. He may know so we don't like him. He knows so we don't like him. Tell me, he knows so we don't like him. Behave yourself, Karen, behave yourself. He knows so we don't like him. David Walker be going out with all kind of things, would be dying behind there. David Walker said, oh, show us a towel him live. David Walker love to do them things. And they carry behave. Want to show him my PMP? Show man, dirty man. If Mina Wilmot was here, she'd have said, Audrey, let us not have that man down there. Can't have him there. Him coming to Jews land. That looking into a down so I'm going to keep it. Because he couldn't come here, he couldn't come here, no condition he couldn't come here, sir. Nothing. He couldn't bring him up this end. That's a two tapenaries for him. Can't come here. And he disgraced himself and disgraced Norman Manley Party once again. And the people, like KD and Fenton and the whole of them, part of him dance is that him convinced Mark Golding that nobody else out there defend him, and it's only him one can defend him, and it's only him one can angle up Andrew Oldest. And Phil's idea of handling up the Prime Minister in a campaign is to say to the country, with all the respect for him, come here, the man constituency. Call him a liar and whatever. Some people say the Prime Minister should sue him. No, I hope the Prime Minister don't go to that level with him. Don't join that line of Sue. Like him and Sue staying up them line. Because Sue look like an underage picnic, that's why I'm like it, so. So, don't. Whatever it is, the old time people say, anything when I look for, him I go get it, him I go find it, or it I go find him. But tell him a long time, him can't stop. No way him can't stop. Him have to go towards his destiny. Every one of us have our destiny. Him I go meet up some kind of destiny. I mean, I think him I go like it. So him can't be stopped. Him can't be spoken to. Nobody can tone him down. Nobody can tell him, drop it a little bit. He behaved exactly as we expected him to. Diss up the Prime Minister and degrade the party and diss up the office of Prime Minister. The same office when them are sick. And them think say everybody are idiot. And nobody, no business where them say our people like it. A majority of the people down there, apart from them that them come with, the Jews like people them never like it. Some man, some look at you there. Where you are with the boss? Yeah, we can fling up some stone pan him when nobody know where it come from. I said no, don't do that. I wouldn't condone that. Don't do anything of the sort. So yes, I would have fling a stone pan him. No, nobody can see the stone, nobody know where the stone will come. No. That sound like the Lawrence stone. Nobody will do that. Let them have them meeting in peace. Let them see us as at our best. Just look at the arsonists. Go down there and degrade the party and degrade the office of the Prime Minister and behave exactly how we expected him to. And I thought long and hard about coming out here and read a next statement from another underage picnic. Because it's 5 statements we have, you know. 5 statements we have. You can read statements, you know, for the next 3 weeks. But we have a whole lamp on that. Because for some reason, him did believe that him could take my mother, group them off of the PNP group role, then come in our constituency, come degrade the member of parliament who happens to be the Prime Minister, something that my mother would not stand for, something that David Walker and AJ Nichols would not stand for, something that Miller Wilmot would not stand for. And he thinks he can do all of those things and there are no consequences to it. He thinks he could do all the things they want to do and pay no consequence for it. But I have news for him. Head towards your destiny. Don't know if it's a stone or a pickaxe stick or you're going to just walk in a one light or something, we don't know what. But head toward that destiny he shall. Because these things are spiritual and just, you know, you have to go to your destiny. Nobody can't stop you. You can take a side track, you can do all kind of things, you're still going to end up on that road to your destiny. It can't be helped. So don't be despair. It can't be helped. As a PMP, on behalf of my mother and all of my PNP comrades and friends and family, I would very much like to offer an apology to the Member of Parliament, the Prime Minister, Mr. Dr. Andrew Holness. Accept that apology, sir. We apologize for this riff-raff, low-life, loudmouth, pedophile who come in our constituency, in our area, can behave like the dog that he is. We had no right to expect anything better from him, and we did not. Rattrap asked me this evening out of shop. Rattrap said, Marcy, so the whole PNP people then come and down a school Sunday night. We say, yes. Well, so I don't hear the man there announce nothing what I'm going to do. I'm going to bolt like look like he want to do something for. I say nothing more to Rattrap. Not more. Because the narrative is already being formed. So, I apologize to the Prime Minister for the behavior of that riffraff in my mother division, in my mother constituency, that the Prime Minister is the Member of Parliament of. And everybody in the PNP will sit down and big him and support him in this behavior. Them can't contain him, them can't stop him. Him have to go towards his destiny, and have to convince Marx that him want to defend him, and him have to do all them nastiness there. But Uno is culpable. You KD Knight, you Fenton Ferguson, the whole on culpable. I mean, I expect a better from Tony Hilton. And maybe years ago I would have, but I don't. But KD Knight, that's Fenton Ferguson, when they sat down there, and here, this man, the Prime Minister, have been to Fenton Ferguson constituency when he was an MP. Treat him with respect. He's the Prime Minister. When him come, him is not a Labourite. When him come, he's the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is the Prime Minister of the land. And yes, over 700,000 Jamaicans, a majority of them voted for him. And you seeking to hold the power what him have, but you have no respect for the office. And the Jamaican people is going to see right through you for that. So there is that. a number of people in the constituency asking. So they expect the man to come announce some things we're going to do for community like Jerusalem. You see the simplicity of an election campaign and present and who say I'm going to beat Mr. Holness. And people asking, oh, you don't know something we're going to do for it. Well, that is something. Don't you think? That is something. And where that is that. We'll move on to Justice Panton's departure. And Justice Panton announced that he couldn't do any better. I have to announce because he know that this the people who are defending him worse than him. Justice Panton, we know that Justice Panton wanted to stay. And he wanted to be renamed to the commission. But Justice Panton, you have found yourself in this pickle because your name was out there as a good judge and the entire credibility and your reputation has been wrecked by your political activism on the Integrity Commission, a commission which you were supposed to lead without political favor, but you took on an activist role. You are the cleaner up on the same page. Activism and a commission so important to Jamaica. And we're not happy that we have to beat you up and you can't come back from the commission. We are sad. We are sad. Well, I am sad because you disappoint us. You embarrassed us and you disappoint us. You disappoint us and you embarrass us. You embarrass your family, your church, because you're a deacon. Maybe now that we short of pastors, they can make you a pastor now. And you disappoint us. And we're disappointed in what you did and how you carried out your responsibility in a divisive and politically charged manner, working for Mark Golding. And that just never sit well with us and the people of this country. We can't have that. We need an integrity commission that nobody can question their credibility. We need an integrity commission that's going to be fair and do what is necessary to make sure that there is confidence not only in the Integrity Commission, but confidence in its investigation and the results of its investigations. But you can't expect that you took on that activist role and then you would like to have been renamed, and that doesn't work out. But I wish you well. I wish you well. And God bless you, sir. And thank you for your service. Now the Usain Bolt issue is charged. And the whole of the Trillani people, them like, ugly Janet Dunbar. What are you, Janet Dunbar? You're PMP, you know where you live, right? I'm going to send them rotten teeth to come give you. Out there, everybody, some people up in arms about the Bolt issue, and some people not understanding it. And part of our responsibility as vloggers is to give a clear understanding of what the national issues are and how they affect our country and how they affect the politics. And I put out something on what Bolt was doing. And I recognized from the get-go when I watched that thing, that interview that he did with the Fix. In 2019, my niece, Cara, who's a doctor, was going away to Australia. It's her dream. She went to Cuba and studied. She came back to the country. She did her internship at Maypen, and she did her her residency at Spanish Town Hospital, and then she went off to go do her thing in Australia because that's where she always wanted to go. Now, Cara and her then boyfriend, who is now her husband, are very close friends of Bolt. Very close friends they are. To the extent that he decided in January of 2019, Usain Bolt decided that he's going to throw Cara a send-off party. The send-off party was on the day of my birthday. And so, everybody suggested that I come up there and I'm going to do a birthday thing for me and the send-off thing for Cara, cake and all. One send-off cake for Cara, one birthday cake for me. So we were at Usain Bolt's house. A man cave at the time, I called it. Sorry, that's what I thought of it. And I did a tour of the place. So I had my birthday celebration at Bolt's house. Not my scene really. You know, my idea of my birthday celebration is either I drive go to Portland or I stay home and cook a big whole heap of food and invite a whole heap of people who sit down and eat and chat foolishness and dance and create scene. But it was nice and it was pleasant. And Bolt was a very kind and gracious host. Very kind and gracious host. Treated us well. So I had my birthday in 2019 at Bolt's house. I remembered it today. I never remembered. I remembered it today. And he continues to be friends to Cara and her husband. In their Australia sometimes, so I would imagine them and him linking up still, or whatever. And I thought I would tell you this for full disclosure. Because watching Bolt in his neatly constructed world out on social media, giving interviews about the state of his money is disturbing to me. And I really don't care if it affects the relationship between him and Cara and Clever and them. I don't care about that. That's for their business. That has nothing to do with me. I have to do what is right. And them know that, so them not going to vex with me about that. You have a lawyer. And instead of letting your lawyer speak for you, you took it on for yourself. And the moment that Bolt took it on by himself, on his own, personally, from the moment he did that, you know, it's not rocket science to figure out that something not right about it. Something not right about it. Because if him is the face of defending his money and not his lawyers, something about that no ring true and no ring right. And as I said in my video I did on him, he fancies himself to be the greatest legend or the greatest thing we have ever had. I don't feel that way. In this era, right now, he is. But he is also, like I said some things tonight, you know, I look out for the backlash, but can handle it. Can handle it. Usain Bolt is behaving and saying things that suggest that he's a very ungrateful young fellow to this country. The thing that I never mentioned in my video, and I chose not to because it rubbed me the wrong way and I wanted to just get into perspective first, is this. He brought up the matter to the place that he was on doing this thing, talking about how other countries treat their great athletes. And how they give them stuff and do stuff for them and protect them and do what them. Not Nagaso. Oh, not Nagaso. And I'm not even going to say, I'm going to differentiate the black athletes from the white athletes in America. In America, the athletes, as is everywhere in the world, Hollywood and sports, is the same thing. They're married and them live together. And as long as you have talent, you are Hollywood good. As long as you continue to deliver that talent so that money can be made and people can look good, you and them good. So Bolt did the whole Hollywood thing. He was on LA and he was hanging out with Kevin Hart, him do a thing with James Corden, him do the whole Hollywood thing. But at some point, he must understand that this is not going to last forever. So I don't know what he did with his money in terms of investment, but I know based on how him talking and what he's saying, him don't have a hands-on approach to his business, and him do have an understanding about some of it work. Particularly, I mean, not judging on the other businesses, but particularly this investment thing. And I want to say something to Usain Bolt. Black athletes in America, I'm going to use America. In England too. Black athletes in America have to earn them own. And when them get injured or them get old, them better have something to rock on and pan, because, you know, a man left the sport with $100 million if he's not investing it properly and he's not doing the right thing. We see stories of them broken very short out of them broke. Them not no money. And I want to say to Bolt, I want to bring to your attention two athletes, two basketball greats, and tell you something, that you have not done what they have done and what it seems that you are incapable of doing and never achieve what you needed to achieve. I don't know. But we're going to cut into it. And I'm going to tell you why when I'm done, cut into it, why I feel the need to cut into it. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was drafted in the NBA in 1984. A number of teams wanted Jordan. And it was Jordan's mother who was doing the negotiating for him, including the shoes them and the 2% at the time. It was his mother that was making those negotiations for him. When he was drafted in the NBA, he was at the University of North Carolina, I do believe, doing his bachelor's in business. And he left it, go play basketball, played for Chicago Bulls from 1985 till, left about 93 and go do something else, go play baseball or something, try out something and then come back to Bulls. Me a Bulls fan. I was Bull. This yard was Bulls fan them time then. Yeah, we create all kind of scene. I was a great basketball fan. I don't follow it up much these days, but I still am. Jordan was not even the first pick in the draft. The first pick was the great Hakeem Olajuwon. I think the Houston Rockets got him. Jordan was not even the second pick. The second pick is an unknown man named Sam something. Don't remember him last name, but Sam. But that just to show you how unknown he is. He was the second draft pick overall. Never made it big, never made the name. The third pick was Jordan. The third pick was Jordan. In that same year, I believe that Charles Barkley and John Stockton from Utah Jazz was also in that draft. And probably Barkley, I think, got either 5th or 6th. And Stockton get maybe about 14 or 15 in the draft. And they went on to make their names. When Jordan finished with basketball, not only did he have his the shoes and the investments guided by his mother and a team that his mother set up for him, a good, decent team that understood that when him leave, him need to have him thing running good. Else him gonna get broke like many of them did. And he had the shoes and he went on to do all kind of things. But he also went back to school, Bolt. You may talk to now. He went back to the University of North Carolina and finished his bachelor's in business. And he said in an interview on ESPN that his mother told him that when he decided he wanted to play basketball for as a profession, he promised his mother that he's going to make this profession of basketball be the all-in, wherewithal for everything. And his mother told him that that's not going to work unless you have an understanding of how to manage your business. So he went back and he did his degree. Managing in business. Own about 80% of the Charlotte Hornets, I think. I think he may buy the Wizards and sell it back and buy shares in the Charlotte Hornets. So you see Bolt, the man them know say when them time come to an end, them need something to carry them through, or them going to fall back and do have nothing, like many of them do. A majority of them, is very few of them make it through to the end, and you hear them name and them still relevant. Shaquille O'Neal. I think Shaq was drafted to NBA in 94, 95. Played for Orlando Magic. Stayed with Magic about 3 years. Never win no ring, so he goes to BAM and go join Lakers, and then him win the ring of Lakers and win rings in Miami Heat, and him come. Shaquille O'Neal, when him finish, went and did his bachelor in business. When he was being interviewed, when he said it was his last season in basketball, and he played for 19 seasons, I think. Jordan played for 19 seasons, maybe Shaq played for 19 seasons. But when he was being interviewed about leaving basketball and what else, Shaq announced him want to just open a whole heap of places where sell whole of food and chicken. He want to open a whole of fried chicken places. Shaq have franchises in a whole heap of fried chicken places and food stores and whole heap of places. He have a whole heap of money now. He's going to do him bachelors. And after that, Shaq went, I think it's Barry University he went to, and he did his PhD in education, and announced to the world that he did it for his mother. Jamaica's a little place, Bolt. And when you hold up them argument there about how the world treat their other athletes, you make it look like we don't treat you good. And that is ungratefulness. Can we give you God status here? We all up and give you God status. You're behaving as if you're doing us a favor, as if we never do nothing for you. And that's not right. It's a two-way street. That's how this thing work. You come from Jamaica. You don't want to stay here anymore? You want to go invest somewhere? You wish you to go run for somewhere? Had you gone and run for somewhere else? I don't know if you would have been as big as you are now. Because one of the reasons why you're as big as you are is because you come from down here. Come from Jamaica. All of the other people that was the fastest men and women in America, all of them got a very short run. They never got what you got. Never got what you got, Bolt. But you got it partially because you're a Jamaican. Jamaica you come from. That add to your mystique and your prestige and your big up. So that you have what the man named Virgin Atlantic name, Richard Branson down here, hang out with him at your restaurant, and you can hang out with some people in Hollywood and so on and so forth. Had you been an American athlete, you'd be a normal person. And who wouldn't know each other, everybody know each other, but you wouldn't be nothing special. You're something special because you come from Jamaica. And you must recognize and understand and love that and give you credit for that. Don't behave as if you do this all on your own. And your mother, God bless her, she did a lot for you. Your father, your community, everybody did a lot for you. You think you want to do this and you alone do it? Obama did made a statement that everybody beat him up for. You know me not really like Obama, but he made a statement once that you build a small business and you become successful. Obama said you didn't build that. You behave like you alone do it. Come to the teachers and your community, your mother, and the people who encourage you, and the people who were there for you. Everybody encourage you. Now you made a bad investment into a company that you could only have made that investment Somebody introduce you to it. You never, that is not something where you just get up and say, at one stage I hear say you were going to UTech. I don't know if you go and if you did anything, and if you come out there with anything, I don't know. But it seems to me you're not understanding some things. And the way you're talking, maybe if you stop talk, things will be better to stop talk. Let me tell you, Usain Bolt, and I want you to understand me this. In your carefully constructed public image and your organized marketing image, there's a bubble there, so, and then there's the rest of the world out there, so. And if you stay there and don't hire good people to look after your business and don't have an understanding yourself of what you're doing, you're setting yourself up for these kind of things. You are setting yourself up for these kind of things. If you are going to invest, the report says some of the money never reach the account, then your lawyer says it was a wire transfer directly to the account. Come on, man. People are not as stupid as you don't believe. It's nobody, not everybody go Harvard nor Yale, but we're not stupid. Wire transfer as a destination. There is a destination for a wire transfer. Any kind of diversion from that destination, that must your people them, boss. That must your people them. How can you go to bank, wire transferring $10 to John Brown, and you send it to John Brown account? How can that diverge unless the person who do the wire transfer send some money to that and send the next money to that? That must your people. You come out and talk about government. And must your people them do it. You need to think, young fellow, because you're not thinking. So now, I want to know from you now, Bolt. Did you meet with Mark Golden? And what did he promise you? What you promised him? Because it look like there's some kind of agreement between you and Mark Golden now when you're in coordination. To a link on the one and echo each other's statement, and he must say what him to say and you must say what you to say. It look like everybody on the same page. But you say, young fellow, let me tell you this, man. If that's the road you're going down, you're going to end up like Justice Panton. Because if you choose to go out there, go make the Jamaican public believe that the government take your money, there are people out here on social media and the rest of the world who is going to dirty you up. You need to think what you're doing. Your carefully constructed image is going to get slaughtered if you proceed and continue to make the public and the world believe that the Jamaican government stole your money. Don't follow Mark Golden, you know, because he might look something to sell. He might have nothing to tell the Jamaican people. He can blame Mr. Holness or Mr. Holness when claim Mr. Holness not do. But he can't say what he going to do. He can't tell us what he going to do, you know. Because any day he open his mouth and tell the Jamaican people what he's going to do, that's a damn dead. So our job is to inform the Jamaican people as to what his intent is. Because we know what his intent is. And you get yourself caught up then, a black youth like you, get caught up in this white man trap. When they decide they're going to use you, what's the matter with your youth? Schooling is important, you know. You're a young fella, you know. A young black fellow who have made your parents and your community, your country proud. Get caught up into this white man web. We have decided to use you to go parrot something to help him. And you don't get that? I bet you nobody couldn't do that to Michael Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal. Nobody could do that to Michael Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal. So Mark Golden call you in and promise you, as Ratchap said this evening, All my promise Bolt and the other people will lose their money stuff. All my promise we nothing. I rat traps just on me. All my promise we nothing. Him can't promise we nothing, you know. Him can't come to come so him do, you know. Because we know what him and Matalan and him Tapanar his friend them plan, you know. And it now have nothing to do with you, Bolt. Not a thing. You are just another black youth that can be what the word when can just use you. Not gonna use the other word. Him just see you as the next slave that him can use. Oh yes, and when we become government, we're going to give back, we're going to track round what's wrong with Usain Bolt money, but I'm sure him quietly tell you that him going to give back. And the other people they own too. But I know him don't tell us how the 40,000 plus Jamaican families and businesses who lost their money in FinSac, how they gonna get back that? Him create FinSac, him write the legislature or what the legislation or the terms of agreement, and him go get the people them to sell the FinSac thing to, and him and him body bunting, and them they make money from FinSac, and him not tell us yet how him gonna pay back all those people still suffer. One man was still living in a broken down place, and still a ball day and night over money. But he will give you back yours and the other people and the others. You and the others. But the FinSac people can't tell us that yet. So you realize though, both that is using you as a political tool and to have you out there saying the same things what he's saying, and then him just use up your name. So your name now is a campaign fodder. Bolt money, bolt this, bolt that, make a bolt, make a lock the bolt, make a pull the bolt. And people, not necessarily me, but I'm not going to allow you to do that. Because what you are doing, you saying, is interfering in our election process. By inserting this argument that government stole your money, you are basically inserting yourself. It's an election year, you know, boss. And I said to you, and I'm going to say it again, this is the most consequential election of certainly my lifetime. I would not take a check with it. Not even for you. We don't take a check. We want everything in cash. We don't take a check. Do not interfere in the election process by coming out there and doing interviews about government steal your money. The government did not thief your money. Did you send money to the government? Did you lodge money in a government account? Did you have an agreement with the government? I don't know what you want to say. That government, you want to say what says the Prime Minister? Yes. How you come to that conclusion about government? Because you want the country to start rile up themselves to say that the government must pay back Bolt. That is what you want. And I figure that your utterances and you being out here and not your fool, slimy looking, your liar, that PMP liar looks slimy and sleazy. He always looks slimy and sleazy. Something about him now, not quite, add up. And it's not him out here saying all those things, him just in the background backing you up. And then you, because somebody tell you that if you go out there, the Jamaican public will say, yeah, we could give back Bolt money. You might have $2 billion. The Jews Avenue clinic would have used some money from that. The Duane Park police station want an next vehicle. Government can't talk about money just give you some because you're going to do a bad investment. And you invest it. And some people, the people will tell you said that you must do in that particular thing. Instead of put it down in a commercial bank, instead of go to BNS. The people that will tell you that. You're not giving them no blame. Because you think of that by yourself. We know that now. And them tell you if you go invest your money in a food place. And you did not have what Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal has to go check out things yourself. To have a feeling, to do your research. And you have bad people around you, boss. bad people around you. And those bad people around you misled you and sent you to this place. And I have no doubt that some of them probably Mark Golding Tapanar's friend them. Because this man that owned this place, Mark Golding them friend. And Mark Golding them friend, you know, he never tell you that. When he meet you there and tell him I'm going to give back money, he must go talk about it. He never tell you that, did he? Say the man where owned the place a fiend friend. He never tell you that. No, Bolt, he never tell you that. I'm sorry to hear that he never tell you that. But you should have taken stock when people tell you, say, invest in this man. Had you done what Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal did, you would have said, what is it? You would have said to somebody, send me some information on that thing. You would have called a young assistant and said, do some research on this thing and check it out for me, please. Let's check with the Ministry of Finance where this place stands. Let's check with the Banking Association where this place. Check, man. And you would have been able to do some checks. But you're not going to come out here and try to swing the election to Mark Golding by talking about government take away your money. You're not going to do it. People are going to lick it down. And I don't mean that literally, physically. But people are going to people now afraid to tell you some things and deconstruct your nicely packaged public image. People are going to do that. Who's sorry this happened to you? Believe me, I am so very sorry that this happened to you. It's tough. But you can't escape responsibility. You're 38 years old. You're soon 40, you're not 10 anymore. You're not 25. You're a big man. And you can't continue to pretend like you don't know the way the world run. And them thief your money. And you believe in that, you know. No athlete, after them finish doing what them inspire people with, ever have an easy life going forward unless you are a white athlete that plays in the NFL. But most of the black athletes that play in the NFL, after a couple of years, them end up basically broke and poor. And them end up with nothing. And whenever tolerate you downgrade in Jamaica to suggest that their country look after them and we didn't look after you. Don't do that, boss man. We look after you, man. We look after you. We give you God status. And that status don't just come because you can run. That status also was awarded to you by the international community because yes, where you come from. Yeah, you come from. And because you come from here, it helped to elevate your status as a great runner. And it pains my heart and it upset me too that Merlene Ate don't get the status that you have as the first female in the Caribbean to win a medal at an Olympic. Now that is worthy of goddess status and she don't get it. So for some reason, you believe that all of this belongs to you and is you alone and people must just treat you like you're God and you make a bad investment and the people that want to work around you thief your money. The people that want to work around you thief your money. And then you think that you can come out with a bad man business. That look a careless argument where you have come give an interview and say, government for give a care. But why government now do nothing and the government for do this and the government for do that? What's wrong with you, young fella? What's the matter with you? What the hell? Cut it out. Because not a soul now give a government don't have the money but belong to them. The government, the money that the government have to spend is ours. Our money. Freeway. And we are not about to take up $2 billion and give to you. Under no condition. You could have named Bolty. You could have named Lightning Bolt 600 times. That won't help. So, my advice to you as a young fellow, we don't want to beat you up. We do not want to beat you up. We do not want to slander your name. We don't want nobody go up there, go spread out your name on social media and call your names and nasty up your image. We don't want that. But we also don't want nobody to have any, the people in the international community, to have any bad feelings about Jamaica. And what you are doing is giving people bad feelings about Jamaica. Because you're sending out in the universe that the government thief your money. You don't think that our international financial partners, they're going to start ask some questions of Mrs. Favour Williams. And they're going to ask the Prime Minister some questions. And they're going to ask Kamina Johnson-Smith some questions. They're going to start ask questions. When you out there talk that, because when them hear it from the legend, that him losing money, people go on, oh, go on. And then when we tell them, they must dismiss it. They must dismiss it as stupid. They must look down upon you and say, this man's an idiot. They must look down upon you and say he's an idiot because there's nobody in the international community that deals with finance would have think that you would have do something stupid like that. But you do it and you can't cover that stupidity into a little package where you want to say the government. So you take that stupidity and you wrap it up on a piece of paper and you throw it to one else and say the government. It's your stupidity. And you have to live with that. Now, if you want to discuss with the government about how they can help you to recover the money, that is a private discussion between you and government. I want to hear you call up the big neck man for the golf cart. What thief your money? And Mark Golding friend, you know. Ask Mark about him. And Tamanari's friend. Ask him. And friend, ask him about the money. Mrs. Panton down at jail. She can't tell anybody about the money. She do what she have to do already and they're jail. Ask the big neck man when I go to jail yet. Ask the police high command why them do arrest nobody else yet. But for God's sake, come out for that government thing. Because that government thing is a deliberate effort by Mark Golding to have you insert yourself into our election process. To fool the Jamaican people them. And it's most of the Jamaican voters, them already fool. Quite a few of them already fool. Walking around talking about government thief boat money. And you know that, don't you? You knew that that would have been the narrative once you put it out there. Not your lawyer, you yourself. Once you yourself go out there and put it out, oh yeah, quite a few people. But then Mark Golding messed that up for you as well by announcing that he's going to track down your money for you. No. My insurance, my insurance agent or something. My track down your money, my what? Investigator. The financial investigative bureau. What is he going to track down your money for you? Which is his way of saying that you had to meet and tell somebody give back your money. And that count on and come out here. Do not come out here, Usain Bolt. Come talk nothing about no money. Go back inside. Stay in there in that little bubble. That carefully constructed image bubble that you're in. Stay with your wife, your baby mother, and your children. And let the lawyer, and get good lawyer, because get good lawyer, man. Get a good lawyer. This one and not going to work out for you. Him to look too sleazy. You know, and not carry no weight. And if it's him you get, then maybe you couldn't get a good lawyer for, to sell the thing. And maybe good lawyers say that them can know to do with that. Except you got to try and sue the man for take away your money. Look how your backside get your name in all them kind of something, you know, for no reason at all. You lose your money where you invest badly, and you get a lawyer and out there chat crap, and now your name getting mixed up in all kind of political foolishness. What's wrong with you? Them say, you know, youth is wasted on the young, and it's true. Because this is what you do. And now, what? Now what? Stop it. Cut it out. Don't do no more of it. Get a lawyer. Go talk to government. I don't believe that. No, can't. I am not going to be able to go into my original life, what I wanted to truly discuss, what I wanted to come out here and say, every week that I come out here, there's something new to discuss, and I spent so much time on this thing, with um yeah, him lie, him lie after the pants. So we're now gonna talk about Mark Gold, because a Mark Gold was supposed to talk about, and we're getting distracted by these little things, I don't believe that next week I'll be out here talking about any little distraction that might come up. I'm going to keep it at that. I do believe that that's basically it. And the live is short tonight. So let me see if I can, since we have a few minutes, talk some comments. Look at some of your comments, and I can't soon. All right. See what I don't want to talk about. If anybody wants to say something about boat, or ask me a question about something, why the British subject not whoa, you know what he's talking about, how them kill Melissa Silvera. See? And that him for a track down. That's about going for a track down. Oh, him chief of security murder him wife. Him for a track down that. Good night to you, my darling. Next thing, why is Marky G only feeding from these negatives? No, Mark Golin is talking about these things because he truly don't want to talk about what he wants to do for Jamaica. Because what he wants to do for Jamaica, no one tell me. He truly don't want to tell us because it is not nice. It is not nice. And Imam Mr. Matalan and the Gleaner group, them trying very hard to find ways and means to not talk to us about what they should do for Jamaica, but instead, Michelle, anything? But instead talking about things like Bolt money, and Bolt get himself now in a problem. So, anything else? If there's nothing else, we should say thank you very much for joining me. I am hoping to start next week, get the ball rolling, because these little distractions, this is not a distraction, this is serious matter that we can have both go mess up in name in political matters and stuff. So, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you enjoy yourself. I like to know that we have a little bit of fun when we do all of this. So, stay safe, everybody, please, and do keep the children safe. Good night, all. Yeah. There we go.